What's good, everybody? Today we're going to be going through our newly acquired players that we picked up on Saturday and Friday. We're going to be showing them on the squad. We're going to probably throw the first couple games of Weekend League in here, but let's hop straight into that. Okay, so as you guys can see, the first pickup we did get was this 90 overall Saquon Barkley. I had him in yesterday, or this will go up Sunday, so I had him in Friday's video, but as you can see, we powered him up. He's got 89 speed now, 88 excel, good agility, pretty much the best running back in the game. But yeah, we added him to the squad. We picked up mostly defensive players. I think we got 4 defensive players. Let's show you those new pickups now. This was around 1,000,000 coins. So that's going to be what the title is: 1,000,000 coins and upgrades and Weekend League for the first weekend. That's just what this is going to be. All right, so hopping over to the defensive side of the ball, as you can see, we did pick up this Minkah Fitzpatrick. He was around 120K, 90 speed, 90 zone. Really good safety, one of the best safeties in the game. We threw him on the lineup. I picked up, I think, 4 or 5 defensive players. The next guy we did pick up, didn't necessarily pick him up, but we maxed him out. We got this 94 Cam Chancellor, 91 speed, best user in the game, 91 zone. Doesn't really matter because we'll be using him, but he is there. The next guy we did get was this. We had the 88 or 89 Ed Reed, whatever overall it is. We ended up picking up the full Ed Reed. Really good. I have 40 Ravens on the team, so he gets +1 speed. Then he gets +1 speed from our DB chems, which gives him another +1 speed, like I said. 94 zone. He's playing over top for me alongside Minkah. I think they're the 2 best over top safeties in the game, like without a doubt right now. But in the box, we have 2 new pickups. Not necessarily new, but obviously we have Trevor Morgan. We're moving him from up top. We're moving him down in the box. 91 speed. One of the best box safeties in the game, so that's where he's going to be. And then let's just show him now. Our final corner we needed was Darrelle Revis. We scooped him, threw him on the squad, 92 speed, 91 man, 91 zone, 91 press. Second best corner in the game for sure. I think Marlon is better just for the fact that he's more physical than Revis, but he's there. And then the last pickup we did have was this 90 overall Buda Baker. We have him at sub linebacker right now. 90 speed, 89 zone, 85 hit power. Very good. Those are all the upgrades I had. It came out to around 1,000,000 coins, so I guess the next thing you guys are going to be seeing is the first game or 2 of Weekend League, depending how long they are. I am going to try to post every week in the game. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to record every game. If they're a good game, they'll get posted. If it's a bad game, you likely won't see it. I'm just going to be honest. Like, if I beat someone by 40, I'm just not going to post it, but expect Weekend League videos throughout the weekend and starting next week. And then obviously rewards will be on Tuesday. We'll do that Tuesday. I'll make sure that video gets posted on Tuesday. All right, so switching over to the games. This is our first game. He ends up throwing up a terrible read, catches it off of a tip, gets inside the 10, and then runs into the end zone the next play. But basically, most of these games, well, all of these games are post-com, but most of these games, I just cut out everything besides big plays, touchdowns, interceptions, turnovers in general. Pretty much, but we're just going to be breaking down everything. Opponent comes out in a spread formation, lobs a little out route, picked off by Minkah, gets up, takes it a few yards, and then gets tackled. We end up coming back on offense, and we just set up our bunch audibles. But basically, like I said, pretty much everything is cut out besides for the big plays. So here we go on first down. Or, yeah, I did say that right. Running with Daniel Jones, take it up for 20, 30 yards, get inside the 5-yard line. We then run a RPO, get ourselves in the end zone for a touchdown. It puts us at 14-7. He then comes out in 5 wide. We get stuck in man, the wrong play. Lobs it up to Marlowe. We pick it off, and then we take it back like probably around the 20-yard line. And then I'm pretty sure our opponent quits out, and we move on to the... Actually, we score one more time, and then I believe he quits out. C route, Tyreek Hill, touchdown, puts us up 20-7. Our opponent pauses, and he proceeds to quit the game. On to our second game, another Patriots jerseys player step up in the pocket, deliver a laser to Kittle inside the 10-yard line. The next play, we come out, run flood, RB wide open, side of the end zone. Puts us up 7-0. Our opponent comes out, gets the ball. Throws a nice little streak over top of our user, Cam Chancellor. We had a bad user there. Ended up punishing us for it. He then kicks off to Kyle Pitts. and he just takes it straight through the middle of the field for a touchdown to put us up 14-7. None of these games were like really super sweaty, but I gotta show them to you guys. To actually, there's one towards the end that's pretty good, but comes out, runs PA crossers. We end up sending our team, and we not click on, but we see the guy coming back, and we then pick it off and take it to the crib. Our opponent quits, I believe, and then we go on to the next. Actually, no. Oh yeah, we click on, catch this pick, and then he quits the game. Our click on was absolutely insane the whole night. You'll see in our games tomorrow that, yeah, like I said, this is like the first 10 games, but you'll see in our games tomorrow, our click ons were absolutely insane. Our defense was going crazy. On to the next game. Opponent comes out and deuce close, just chucks a post to Brandon Marshall, ends up getting over top of our deep half, takes it into the end zone for 6. We then come back on offense, deliver a dime to Kittle on bench pivot, get about 20 yards. We then get inside the red zone, hit him with a nice little toss on 4th and inches, and we get into the end zone. Our opponent's back on offense, tries to hit us with a little cover 3 beater, but Ed Reed snags it on the return, jukes out Kyle Pitts, breaks another tackle, and then gets inside the 50. Our opponent, for some reason, decides to quit. As you can see, on to the next game, Jags Fan 32. Another PA Crossers concept. Our click-ons, like I said, are absolutely insane. Click on, we send our guy, and then we click on to pull him back to the receiver. We're celebrating. Oh, spin him out, and then we spin into the end zone. 7-0 game. We send 7. Got him seeing ghosts. Darrelle Revis with the pick. Returns it almost all the way to the crib, about inside the 10-yard line. Then dishes to Saquon, who fights into the end zone, puts us up 14-0. This game kind of got out of hand quick. As you can see, we kind of just skipped. But this is the final play of the game. George Kittle just wheel route wide open in the middle of the field. Puts us up 35-7. Our opponent decides to finally quit the game. As you can see, the next game, we get our opponent to 4th down early. We scream at him. We get a sack. Well, throw out a sack. We then throw a scary read to Saquon, which we end up getting 15 yards from. Then we run with Saquon. Nice little inside zone through the middle of the field for our first touchdown. We get him to another 4th and long. He throws an in route. Darrelle Revis makes a play on it, knocks it loose. Our opponent then ends up, we scored quick. So I think we just had a long drive that was just a bunch of dick and dunks. But we then catch another pick, pitch it back to Darrelle Revis, and we take it all the way to the crib to put us up 21-0. And on to the next game. BLC Chewy. I missed the beginning of this game. I accidentally forgot to record it. But basically, he ran an inside zone for like 70 yards. I ran Z-spot for a 1-play touchdown. But as you can see, we got the ball back. We're at 14-10. Have a nasty lurk with Cam Chancellor. He's the best user in the game. You're going to see a clip tomorrow. It is the most nasty interception you might ever see from Cam Chancellor this year. He literally picked off a route that was like 15 yards down the field. He then tries to test Cam again with Kyle Pitts. We pick it off. We take it back to the 40. We then come out, run bench pivot again. Have Devin Hester wide open for a touchdown. Our opponent gets the ball back 4th and 8, and Cam Chancellor with his 3rd pick of the game snags it, puts us up 28-10 before half. And then we strip sack our opponent. Unfortunately, we did end up trying to go for the touchdown here. I didn't show it, but we got stopped at the 1-yard line, which sucks. We then hit Hester for a 15-yard out, which turns into about 30 yards. And then one last play. We throw it over to George Kittle to put us up 35-10. Basically, that's the end of the game. He stayed in the game the rest, but that's just GG's for the first game. As you can see, our opponent hits his with a little route out of the backfield. Christian McCaffrey puts him up 7-0 to start the game. This is where the first game, like, that was really sweaty. Came down to the wire, but we throw a little slant, and then we end up getting in the red zone. Saquon finishes off the drive well. Cam Chancellor, as you can see, my lurk. I'm telling you to grind Cam Chancellor. He is the best card in the game, period. Nobody else is close. But as you can see, we are blind, and we throw the ball right back to him before half. He ends up scoring 7, I believe. Yep. Read option with Justin Fields. Gets him in the end zone. We then come back and step up in the pocket and deliver a laser before halftime to tie the game 14-14. Come out of the half strong, throwing a little Z-spot action to Devin Hester, getting us about 50 yards, pushing us out at the 23. We then end up rushing just a couple times. Actually, no, we got stopped there in 4 downs. Then he throws us a pick back, and we get inside the 5. We then proceed to rush in the end zone. Our opponent comes back on offense, hits us with a nice little in route to give him about 20 yards. Delivers a nice little drive here, throws a little post to Kyle Pitts, gets him inside the 10. Then I believe he just runs a nice little stretch here. Yep. Gets to the outside and then ties the game up 21-21. My goal on this last drive was to just chew the clock. As you can see, go down in bounds, chew clock, and just get the game running. Check down to Saquon Barkley, keep it in bounds, keep the clock ticking, and then this seals the deal. Little RPO action to Tyreek Hill gives us first down to put us in position to kick this game-winning field goal. Which this was our first hell game of the day and year, I guess. We do end up pulling it out, but on to the last game, I believe. Nice little bunch tight end action. Get him to a 3rd and 22. We sack him twice, and then he proceeds to get an intentional grounding, which ends up putting him in a bad situation. He has to punt. Second play out on offense. We throw a nice little crosser. Devin Hester right over his user for a touchdown. He comes back out on offense, and Darrelle Revis just makes a play. Darrelle Revis started really slow on the team, but he ended up picking it up by the end of the night. I didn't even realize he was on the field, but nice little Z-spot action again. Out route to Saquon Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. And then as you can see, he's back on offense. He throws a pick, and that is going to wrap it up for the first video. I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow with the last video, or the second video. As you can see, the lights are off. I didn't plan on turning on face cam, but that is going to wrap it up for the video. First 10 games a week in League About. We also showed the 1 million coin shopping spree. I appreciate all you guys for coming through and watching. Make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe. The second, it probably won't be 15 games tomorrow, but the second group of games will be tomorrow. It'll probably be like 15, 20-minute video, I'd assume, of just gameplay. We had some really good games that are going to be in there. We ended up playing Ragusa. We played Civil. We played Marcus Smart, if you guys know who that is. We had some really good games that we did end up recording, so those will be in the video tomorrow. I appreciate all you guys for watching, and you guys will see what the first year or the first week of our weekend league is. Pretty good, so you might want to end up watching tomorrow. We'll have some pretty fire rewards on Tuesday.